Now guys, let me adjust the camera. Okay guys, this is another review. This time I'm gonna review Chappie, directed by Neil Blomkamp, famous for District 9 and Elysium. He's a South African director and was first discovered by Peter Jackson, I think. And well, this movie is about this robot who suddenly becomes self-aware and in the city of South Africa in Johannesburg. So there's a lot of reference in this movie about Johannesburg. They call it Joburg for short, how it is crime-ridden, which is almost true to the fact that the city is like this. And the fact is, the movie is about this city has employed robots to become police, but one of the robot has been programmed to have AI and to have emotion and to have feelings and to have learned. So you get that also. Here's to the review. The review is a bit divisive. I mean, reviews out there that I've heard from Chris Tuckman, the famous YouTuber movie reviewers like Chris Tuckman, Jeremy Johns, and Schmoes Knows I follow. They have been very negative about it. So I watched their reviews first before I went, and it was disheartening because their reviews was bad. But when I went to watch the movie, I discovered that it's not that bad. It's not as bad as they say it was. In fact, after I left the cinema, I thought it was quite great, quite good. I won't say great, it was just quite good, but it was definitely not that a bad movie. And as a rule, I always sleep on it. I never do a review immediately after I stop doing reviews immediately after I watch a movie because I want to sleep on it and have a time to think about it. So after sleeping a night over it, and this is what I feel. I mean, my final review about the movie. It is a good movie. It's not as horrible as the reviewers say it is to be. There are weaknesses, of course, in terms of the acting. Neil Blomkamp chose to put this prominent band from South Africa as the main actors, and I don't think it was a wise decision because they are never actors, they are just musicians, but you make them like one of the main roles. So that brings down the movie a bit. And then the concept, and I have come to expect from Neil Blomkamp, is a very high concept, not just about AI, but the question about soul. Where do we go after this? There's a bit of role reversal. If you've seen District 9, at the end, the hero becomes the alien. So in this movie, a human becomes a robot, or vice versa. So it's a good question about soul, about intelligence. So because of that, it's good because it's sci-fi kind of discussion that we don't hear as much nowadays. Sci-fi nowadays is basically about people shooting things, space wars, space battles. So you don't usually, the sci-fi elements are always things like this that makes you think, makes you want to question it. But I'm not saying this superb sci-fi. It's just an okay sci-fi, just touching on the surface. But like I said, it wasn't as bad as they made it out to be. It was watchable, it was entertaining, it was rewatchable. I would say it was rewatchable. It is funny, a lot of bits in it are funny. Like I said, there are weaknesses, but I would say the good things about this movie overcome the weaknesses. I want to mention Chappie, which is a CGI character, was done very well. And yeah, I like that about this movie. I like the discussion about the immortality, about humanity, soul, intelligence that they were peppered in this movie. So I like this movie. Will I buy a Blu-ray? No, I won't buy it. This is not a movie that I want to buy a Blu-ray. Probably a DVD or watch it again in the cinema. So that's my score. It is a good movie. It's not as horrible as people made it out to be. It's actually quite entertaining. A lot of funny bits juga. And that's it. That's my short and positive review for Neil Blomkamp's Chappie. Thank you for watching, guys.